Hey you guys, welcome back to Humble for Christ. I'm just getting on here really quick to do a video about my 2-year-old daughter Elena. She is a character and she's wild. Her tantrums are crazy. Do she get whoopings? Yes. I'm not that mom who doesn't whoop kids. I whoop my little people only when necessary though, not all the time. So it'd have to be something really serious that she did to get a whooping. Other than that, I try to talk with her or put her in timeout. But, I just wanted to do this video about tantrums because, many parents feel like if your child is throwing a tantrum, just whoop them. Or if they're throwing a tantrum, just deal with them. As far as like, a whooping or some kind of disciplinary action. Not all the time do tantrums need disciplinary actions because of the simple fact that every tantrum is not from them being angry. Every tantrum, meaning it's from them being angry, but it's not for no reason. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, rewind. Every tantrum is not from them just getting their way. Meaning it's not because of that. Sometimes, I've realized this with my 2-year-old Elena, that sometimes her tantrums come from if we don't understand her, then she gets upset. If we're not listening to her, then she gets upset. If she feel like she's not being heard, which all ties into not listening, then she gets upset. And then sometimes her tantrums come from, of course, when she can't have what she wants. And, that happens often. So, those tantrums, I ignore those tantrums. Those tantrums, I put her in her room. I say, you know what, you want to throw a fit, throw it over there. And then come back when you're ready to be with everybody else, because we don't have to deal with that tantrum. You have to deal with that. Calm yourself down and come back out. We'll talk about it. But yeah, what I don't do is I don't give her attention. I don't stand there looking at her. I immediately pick her up and put her in her room, because I don't want her to think that her tantrum is how she should get attention, because it's not. I don't want her thinking that her tantrum is what's going to cause us to love her more. No. I want to give her attention when she's calm, when she's happy, give her that attention. And when she's upset, I want to help her to learn how to self-soothe. So in order for her to self-soothe, I put her either in my room or in her own room. I let her calm down a little bit, and then she comes out. She say, "I'm sorry, Mommy." Literally. She'll just come out and say, "I'm sorry, Mommy." And then I say, "Okay, so are you ready to talk to me now?" She say, "Yes, I'm ready to talk to you now." Yes.
The other one who was also
okay.
a green one too.
Okay. It's questions asked. Yeah. There they are.
And the
Interruptions.
one, two.
But it's okay. This one right here is the one that's the character of the tantrums. This one. Yeah. So anyway, when she's throwing her tantrums, as you can see, both our hair is wild and crazy today. It's all good. We in the house, we ain't going nowhere. But, as you can see, on a regular, she's very calm. On a regular, she's calm, but she's also very exciting. She loves to talk, she loves to play, she loves to run around. She do everything a normal 2-year-old do. But the terrible twos, she's a teachable two, but she's also a terrible two. And her terrible two is she screams, she yells, when she gets into her tantrum mode. So, me and my husband, lately we have been practicing soothing techniques with her. One of the things that my husband does is he'll pick her up and he'll rub her back and he'll whisper in her ear and say, "It's okay, it's okay." And he'll rub her back. He'll rub her back like this. He'll rub her back and then pick her up and say, "It's okay, it's okay," And she'll literally calm down, and then she'll start talking and telling us what she wants, because our 2-year-old, she also has a little stuttering issue. I know it's not going to be there forever because I hear it changing, so it's not going to be, she's not going to have a stuttering issue forever. But, she stutters, and there are times where we get impatient and we rush her, and I can admit that. But recently, we have stopped doing that, and we stopped a while ago. We stopped like a month ago, because at first we used to get irritated by it because maybe we thought she was copying off the kids in class, but then we realized, no, it's something that we actually have to work on with her. So that's what we're doing. So one of the things that we do when she's talking to us is we'll look at her face to face, and then we'll tell her, "Okay, calm down. Okay, now say what you're trying to say." And we'll let her take her time to get it out, even if she stutters a little getting it out. We'll let her take her time, you know. And then we'll help her to say it clear, and we'll help her to say it calm. So, okay, wait a minute. And then I have an impatient 4-year-old. They're a year apart, so she's about to be 3. So her terrible 2s and her teachable 2s are almost over, thank the Lord. But yeah, I just wanted to, sorry, my nose is itching, you guys. My bad. I just wanted to get on here, you know, and tell people, like, you know, just share that with you guys, that there are ways that you can deal with a tantrum besides always having to whoop, because sometimes it'll be that tantrum is from them not being heard. Sometimes, hold on, you gotta wait a minute. Can you wait for mommy? Just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go back to it. Okay. What that is. They're trying to watch some show on YouTube. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to get on here and tell people that, you know, you don't have to yeah, I have to go back to that. So I have to wait for it to play. There it is. Okay. There. Oh, Lordy. Anyway, so yeah. Sorry about that. I'm back. But anyway, I have to, you know, I have to even remind myself as a mom that I can't freak out every time she throws a fit. Because if she's throwing a fit, she's throwing a fit for a reason. Meaning, for my 2-year-old, normally there are 3 reasons why she's acting up. Number 1, she's tired. She haven't took a nap, depending on what time of the day it is. Now, if it's in the morning, number 1 would be she's hungry. If it's in the morning, number 1 is she's hungry. If it's in the afternoon, number 1 would be she's tired. If it's in the middle of the day and we just finished playing or whatever, then again, she's hungry. So, okay, the first reason would be she's tired. The second reason, she's hungry. The third reason, she's not being heard. So those are the 3 main reasons why my 2-year-old throws tantrums. The last reason, which is not a main reason because it's irrelevant to me, you throw a tantrum because I'm telling you no, then it's no. So you just got to throw that tantrum and deal with it. Okay? That's how I feel. Okay. So anyway, that's the last reason, is number 4, which is telling her no. If she can't have her way, of course, she throws a tantrum. So I say, okay, go in your room or you can go to bed. And normally after about 5 minutes, her tantrum stops. Now, there are times where it stops after 2 minutes. There are times where she can literally cry for up to 15 minutes, you know, and that's going back to the tantrums when she can't have what she wants. Now, if it's a tantrum where she's not being heard, then she calms down real quick. It don't even take minutes. It literally takes a few seconds. And when we realize that we haven't heard her and then we get on her level, we say, we're listening. Talk to us. Tell me what you want mommy to know. Or what are you trying to tell mommy or daddy? And we're listening. And then she started talking to us and she say, well, you know, I want to have some milk and you didn't hear me. You know, literally, she said it like that. So, yeah, I try not to use the belt all the time, you know, meaning I try not to give a whooping all the time when it comes to my girls. I love them very much, and I do believe in discipline because I do feel like it does have a good effect on kids. It can have a good effect when you use it right. The only way discipline has a bad effect is when you use it wrong. When you take your anger out on your kids, then that discipline is pointless. It's not discipline now. Now that's real punishment. Like all you're doing is slapping them around, whooping them, beating them because they made you angry. Now you're throwing a tantrum, but as an adult, and you're throwing it out on your kids. So that's not okay. So as a parent, in order for me not to do that, when I get upset, if I'm upset, first I need to calm down and then I deal with them. But if they've done something to that extent to where they need a whooping, then I give them a whooping, and it's only a whooping according to what age they are, and that's it. So and that's only for the younger kids. My older kids, they don't get whoopings anymore because they're old enough for me to say, okay, if you don't want to listen, give me your tablet, give me your phone, give me no TV. You can read all day. You can write sentences. That's what you're going to do. And then you can go to bed. After you pray and read your Bible, that's what you're going to do all day. Day. So, anyway, so that's how I deal with that. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm a parent that supports both. I mean, because I discipline my kids. So, like I said, sometimes with whooping, sometimes without. Majority of the time it's without though. You can even ask my husband. He'll like, only with my baby girls do they have to still get their little spanking sometimes, because sometimes they do dangerous stuff. Like if we're outside and you try to cross the street without me, that's a problem. You could have died. So yeah, you're gonna get a whooping. So you understand that pain is connected with don't cross the street. Okay, so let me not cross the street because that got me a whooping last time, so I'm not gonna do that. Exactly. So anyway, other than that, I talk to them. Okay, go back there to daddy. Go back there and tell daddy. Hurry up. So other than that, when I deal with them by talking with them, time out, or they go to bed early. So normally that's what I do majority of the time. Yeah. So, and a lot of times parents that feel like, oh, you can't whoop your kids, that's not right. The only way that it's not right is, like I said, when you do it wrong. There's a right and wrong way when it comes to everything. I feel like there's a right and wrong way for everything in life. The only thing you can't do wrong is breathe, and look. I mean, you can do that wrong. Sometimes you can stare at people and that's rude, to stare. So it's like, when you discipline right, like I'm gonna do another video, but that's gonna be later on. But anyway, there are many examples. There are many prime examples of parents that are constantly disciplining their kids in the wrong manner, meaning they're only disciplining out of anger. The child didn't even do nothing. They didn't even see what the child did. They didn't even see what the problem was. They just whooped the child because they heard the child crying. Well, you don't do that. That's not right. That's not how you discipline. If you're going to discipline, you discipline according to what's going on. So that's what I do. Even with all of the ages in my house, I have 2 to 11 in my house. So about to be 3. So about to be a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, 11, and an 8-year-old. And when their behavior is a certain type of way, depending on what kind of behavior it was, then that determines the disciplinary action that I'm going to take, whether it's they get a whooping or they get things taken away. Now, with me, I'm not the parent that just gives you a whooping and then say, okay, go back to do what you're doing. No. If you get a whooping, that means you did something so intense to where you had to get whooped to understand. You had to get pain attached with that to understand not to do it again. So since I had to attach pain with it, then everything is gone that day. You're not doing anything. I'm that kind of parent. So people can call me strict, call me what you like. I'm the parent where if you get to the point where you are being so disrespectful or so disobedient that you had to get a whooping, everything is gone for you that day. Understand? You know what I'm saying? So, and with my baby girls, it's the same way, And people be like, oh, that's harsh. No, it's not. Because guess what? All my daughters know how to clean the house. All my daughters know how to get up and clean up. My 4-year-old, she'll mess her room up, and then I'll say, okay, it's time to clean up your toys. She'll literally clean the whole room. It'll look how it looked before. I didn't, I used to help her clean up, sing songs with her with the toys and everything. And then it turned to be like, okay, now it's, it's whatever it is. Hello, it's my husband. He wants to see what am I doing. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I taught my daughters to, I taught my daughters how to be responsible at young ages, all of them. So all of them know how to clean up. All of them know how to clean up behind themselves. All of them know how to speak to me. All of them know how to tell me what's wrong, what's on their minds, what's going on with them, how are they feeling, if they're angry, if they're sad. And I made sure that they knew that because I wanted that for them. And I wanted them to have a strong sense of self. I wanted them to also have a strong sense of who they are in the Heavenly Father God and who He made them to be. All those things are important as a parent to instill in our children because they have to live in this world. So, yeah, when it comes to discipline and, my 2-year-old and all of my girls, I have to focus on what the issue is. And then that's how you discipline the right way and not the wrong way. All right. Okay, you can look out the window. Daddy can open it in a minute. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching Humble for Christ. Really? Really? Thank you guys for watching Humble for Christ. Hope you like and subscribe to my channel. And if you notice, yeah, I'm a real person. I don't get on here and try to dress up or nothing. I'm telling you about life. So this is life. Welcome to mine. Have a blessed day. Hope you like and subscribe again. Bye.
Fathers, be good to your daughters.